All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great session with the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, there are several things I've said on this channel that have come to pass, and so much more will eventually come to pass, to the point that some of you might begin to think me a prophet or a soothsayer. I have said many times that the impunity that the judiciary is aiding today will come back to haunt them real big. In 2019, Buhari rigged the election, but his victory was affirmed by the Supreme Court. So, when that same Supreme Court gave a ruling during the new notes and old notes saga in February, Buhari refused to obey the Supreme Court ruling because they had lost their regard in his eyes after taking bribe from him to upload his fraudulent election. Now, the role of the judiciary in keeping TINUBU in office today, just as we predicted, has brought great disgrace and disregard to judicial officers. The sanctity of the temple of justice is gone, and politicians are now acting like we are in a jungle since the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal and the Supreme Court pronounced that judgment. But on this occasion, APC went the extra mile. They have gone from bribing the judiciary to tormenting them. It is hard to believe, but unknown gunmen actually attacked judicial officers with respect to a case at the tribunal. Before I show you details of that attack, let me quickly show you the economic blows that have been hitting Nigeria as a result of bad leadership. Foreign investors are now dumping Nigeria more than ever as a result of a hostile economic environment. Look at how the papers reported it. Foreign investors pull out 310 billion naira assets as P&G Equinor exits Nigeria. Against the backdrop of more exits from ground operations in Nigeria by more multinational companies, Nigeria's economy is expected to lose $335 million, about 310 billion naira, in foreign direct investments, FDI. The amount represents the combined asset value of the two latest exit announcements by Procter & Gamble, P&G, a major global player in the fast-moving consumer goods FMCG segment, and Equinor, another global player in the upstream oil sector. Procter & Gamble, P&G, an American multinational consumer goods, says it has plans to transition from local production to solely importing its product as the firm winds down its on-ground presence in Nigeria. Equinor is exiting after selling its Nigerian business, including its share in the Agbami oil field, to Nigerian-owned energy company Sharpal Energies. Explaining the decision, Andre Scholten, Chief Financial Officer, P&G, said the decision is a result of the challenging business environment in Nigeria, as well as the difficulty in creating US dollar value. On his part, Equinor's Senior Vice President for Africa Operations, Nina Koch, in a statement said, Nigeria has been an important part of Equinor's international portfolio over the past 30 years. This transaction realizes value and is in line with Equinor's strategy to optimize its international oil and gas portfolio and focus on core areas. In the second half of this year, two other major multinational companies, GlaxoSmithKline (GSK), Consumer Nigeria PLC, and Sanofi-Aventis Nigeria Limited, a French pharmaceutical company, pulled out assets estimated at over $800 million from Nigeria, citing harsh operating environment. And look at how Nigerians reacted. This tweet by Olasupo Jake said, "Shena statistics we go chop." That was what TINUBU said when Peter Obi was telling us in numbers the state of our economic landscape and how it could discourage foreign investors. TINUBU said, "No be statistics we go chop." Now look at where we are. Imagine how the rate of unemployment is going to skyrocket after all this. This tweet here by Sam Ed says, "Don't worry, the government are still wooing Mid-East investors. Once 4 years finish, it go clear for our eyes. Renewed shege is here to stay." Oh! And this tweet by Credo says, 2024 will be very interesting year for Nigerians. I am telling you. Nigerians are going to suffer more. This tweet by Daniel Dan says, every election has its own consequences. That is it. The consequences of allowing them to rig these elections is what we are saying now. And this tweet here by Explain says, Ronu, na your turn. All those manufacturing jobs in the southwest will disappear. And thousands of my Ronu brothers can now fully move to Bodelion and Ronu Hard. Or they can join MC Oluomo at the parks and garages. And this tweet by Samuel says, and we say well done to APC government since 2015. Yes, since 2015, these people have been exiting this country as a result of the bad leadership from APC people. And this tweet here says, the earlier we put ethnic and religious sentiments aside and confront this destructive government, the better we salvage the already battered and destroyed economy of Nigeria. I know many people will see this and still have temerity to applaud this invasive administration, my brother. Now, APC and TINUBU are touring the world in the name of wooing foreign investors. But nothing discourages new investors than the exit of old ones. Nothing good can ever come out of APC. Now, let us look at how unknown gunmen attacked tribunal materials in this update. Look at how the papers reported it. Breaking. Gunmen stole Kogi governorship election petitions from tribunal secretary. Kogi State Police Command has confirmed that gunmen attacked the secretary of the state governorship election tribunal, Mr. David Umar Mike, on Monday in Lokoja and made away with sensitive petition documents on the just concluded gubernatorial election in the state. The State Police Command's Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, SP William Aya, disclosed this in Lokoja on Wednesday. The police authorities said the attackers of the state governorship tribunal secretary carted away all the petition documents filed by 5 political parties at gunpoint. According to the police authorities, the documents carted away from Mike includes petition filed by 4 parties: Action Alliance AA, Action People's Party APP, People's Redemption Party PRP, and Social Democratic Party SDP, as well as 2 record books, a bag containing his personal items. The police added that the incident happened just before the Central Bank of Nigeria office at about 13:20 hours on Monday, while victims were on their way to the tribunal venue at the State High Court Complex, Lokoja. It has happened. Gunmen. APC now masquerades as gunmen to attack tribunal materials. And this is what the judiciary has caused. The sanctity of the court has disappeared. The sanctity of the judiciary is no longer there. No regard, no respect for the judiciary anymore. They now see them as puppets. So what they are trying to say is that there is no need for any judge to sit down and say he wants to assess any case. This is the same way APC thugs made a video to tell judges that there is no need for them to give SDP order to come and inspect election materials. And now that the judges have decided to go ahead, they said, okay, we are going to cut away with all the petitions. And they attacked them and stole all the petitions. Very soon, they will start picking judges one by one. And this is what the judges have brought upon themselves. The country is now a jungle. Since the judges themselves have decided to trample on the rule of law, everything has now gone awry. The center can no longer hold. Things are falling apart. And look at how Nigerians reacted. This tweet here says, this is 2023 and our court system still relies on paper filings of petitions. Can gunmen steal petitions if the submission process is online? This country is a joke. This tweet here says, is this normal? What kind of state is this, for God's sake? And Tunde here says, gradually we are getting there. Those who make peaceful change impossible make violent revolution inevitable. That is it. And this tweet here says, there has been a lot of issues and questions about unknown gunmen. Ladies and gentlemen, ask no more. The answer is right here. That is it. APC are the unknown gunmen. And this tweet here says, Omo, Nigeria should be on Netflix and Showmax as season films. Oh, Demola Adeleke here says, so the unknown gunmen will now be between APC and INEC. Nigeria is a crime scene. That is it. APC, INEC, they are the ones responsible for all the crimes, for most of the crimes going on in Nigeria right now. And this tweet here says, Nigerian judiciary is worthless than a used sanitary pad. Oh! And this one says, they have taken over tribunal job. We are back to the days of darkness. This one said, one of the many characteristics of a failed state. And that is how far the APC has brought us. Only God knows where these people are taking us if we do not stand up to fight for ourselves. Anyway, make I leave am here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So, don't go away.